Hi, this is William Durfee with the Durfee Group. We're part of Gibson International, and I have some great news regarding some of the sales and activities going on Marina Pointe Drive and Marina Del Rey with the three high-rises, the Regatta, Cove, and Azura. To my right, I am pleased to introduce Greg Dumas, who is the sales manager of the Azura, and he's going to be joining the Durfee Group. Greg, it's a pleasure to have you aboard.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. One of the nice things about being sales manager of the Azura is I had an opportunity to work with almost every real estate company in Southern California. And clearly Gibson stood out as the premier agency within the Marina Pointe area.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And myself, having been the sales manager of the Regatta, you really get a tremendous feel for the building. And Greg, I know you've probably seen every one of those units in that building, the Azura, and you probably look at them much like your children. You know them that well.
Very much. There's a very much sentimental attraction and attachment to both of them, and it's fun to reminisce about all of them.
But you know, one thing that I always found interesting is that in knowing the building so well in each individual unit, it gives you an uncanny ability to really understand what a buyer or a seller really needs in getting the property sold. When you understand each aspect of every unit, you know which one has got value over the other one. You know what people really want to have in a property, and therefore when you are discussing with each one of these clients and trying to meet their needs as to what property values they want to be purchasing, there's nothing like having that knowledge. And Greg, I know you were always my go-to guy.
Well, we had a lot of fun doing this project, and one of the unique things about the Azura is with 27 different floor plans, there's something for everybody. And now that I've expanded with you to Regatta and Cove, we find that each of the three buildings have their unique characteristics and are designed for a certain individual, while they all have great amenities.
You know, that's really true. Actually, each building has a different feel to it. All three buildings were actually designed by the same architect, but we had different developers in each one of these projects, which a lot of people don't understand. But you'll notice when you do enter the Marina Pointe Drive entry, each of the buildings has a similar look to it, but yet when you get into the actual workings of the buildings, there's a whole different feel to each one. And Greg, I always remember the Azura having that rooftop deck, which always seemed to be a great selling feature.
Yeah, Don Getman did a great job in designing the amenities for Azura and all three buildings, but primarily the developer decided to create a beautiful rooftop environment where people that had one bedrooms on lower levels and did not have exactly a direct on ocean view could come up and spend time. He added barbecues, he added seating areas, fireplace, just a great place to come up and relax.
Well, I know after they put that in, all the other buildings have been always inquiring as to how they could maybe put one in. And I'll tell you what, the views on top of the Azura are amazing. I mean, it's literally 360 degrees. I don't know of any other building in the city that has that. As a matter of fact, I don't know of really too many other buildings of this quality that are built by the water. It's sort of the issue with the Coastal Commission. And what I'm finding today too is that the values that now you see in Marina Del Rey and these three high-rise, there's nothing like it. We see a lot of the high-tech industry moving down there, but with Playa Vista, Venice, Mar Vista, Santa Monica, nobody really has a full-service high-rise building built to the new earthquake code that offers this lifestyle and probably one of the most amazing climates I've seen.
Absolutely, and you won't find a replica of this ever again, as you said, because of the land use arrangements with the Coastal Commission. Plus, I don't think you're going to find a developer today that's going to put in the amount of money to have a Wilshire Corridor quality building with ocean views.
That's so true. And what we're seeing now, which was always something missing down there, is because so much new high-tech industry is moving in, there's a whole new line of shopping occurring, both in shopping right across from the high-rise on Maxella, but you also have a whole new shopping center in Playa Vista called Runway 2. So now you're getting this proliferation of all different types of restaurants and shops, and we're seeing this continual growth. And I tell people too, where else can you be 10 minutes from a major airport? Right, be in this type of a lifestyle that offers you all the boating, all the outdoor activities, including bicycle paths. It's really a fantastic opportunity. So anyway, Greg, it's going to be a real pleasure
It's
working
gonna
with
be
you
a lot
down
of
there.
fun.
Yeah,
Thank you, Wood.
yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, everybody.